Why is it always when they be making the statements like, man, sex ain't that relevant anymore when they can't get no dick?
Because I mean, they yo, I don't even know where to start, bro. Like, yo, okay, okay. Oh my goodness, I one, yo, okay, one, like, okay, yo, she is just a ungrateful person. Because I've seen the stream before. I seen it when he streamed it the day of, and yo, she's in a healthy marriage, man. The guy's giving her provision, and protection. You know what I'm saying? And this is how she repays her husband by going online and embarrassing this man. You know what I'm saying? And when they say like, yo, sex is not important no more, man, it's just like, yo, they're with her in her case, she's tapped out for whatever reason. And this is why it's important when you wife up a woman, like she has to like adore you and admire you, man. Like you can tell, man. She just was locked down with the dude because he's able to provide, man. And you got to see the signs, man, before I mean? You tie yourself down to. Like this. I'm quite sure in her younger years she was probably, decent looking. And that was, because you being decent looking and you have your youth on your side, you have a good probability of landing a decent mate. But she let herself go, and she's better. She probably believes that she can do better if she leaves him, because they start to talk about that later on in the stream, and it's just like, man, ah, yo, man, this yo, she's just not a good person. She's a parasite. She has a parasitic attribute to herself, man.
No, I like you that you said that, man, because yeah, man, they be popping off, but my thing is, man, if I'm gonna be out here talking shit and I'm bitter, man, I'm gonna make sure I'm the flyest motherfucker where it lines up to that to the shit talking I'm doing. So it's like you said, it's when people are just talking, man. It's crazy. But yeah, for her to be
You
like
know
that,
what?
and I'm gonna
And
oh, go ahead.
my bad, SJ.
No, you
And
good.
another thing, right? You live in, like, you can tell, like, by the looks of her background, like, yo, her husband is a good provider. Like, she's in a clean environment. She's able, eat, sleep, and all that, right? Like, let me see. Like, okay, for her, yo, you know what, man? Yo, she's just cooked, man. Know what I mean? And I
But let
just
me
feel bad for her husband.
one of
Got
the
to deal
things
with
that
that.
like she said, man, that I don't understand. Like you was in a marriage for 34 years, but she's like pretty much painting a picture that he won't do shit else around the house. And that's the thing I don't understand. I'm like, how the fuck you have some longevity with somebody that's lazy? Because it's not like they just turn lazy in year 20. Like, I'm not doing shit else, So it's
Because
like, man, they had to be like that from the jump. So
you know
how
what
the
it
fuck,
is?
what is
Like,
it?
the older generation, they're conditioned to be a provider, no matter what, like he's willing to, you know, um, take the backlash from her for the sake of his, because they got kids together. And yeah, and this is what I wanted to say. Like, her life is in such easy mode where she believes that everything is done because of her. It's just like, yo, nah, like, yo, you got a good person that's looking out for you, man. Like, because later on that stream, like, she admits that, yo, she can't, she don't want to leave the relationship because she can't afford to live on her own. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole reason why she stayed married for the 36 years.
Yeah, but I guess I also, no, okay, we're going to get to that soon. I'm gonna put it back on. But no, it's when they paint the picture of like the dude is just super lazy. They're doing like 100%. And my thing is like, that would be terrible if a dude ain't doing shit around the house to the point where it's almost like you're raising another kid.
Really
But my thing
though?
is like, why
Well,
the fuck would you
hold
be with
on.
that person
Like,
for longevity and you ain't catch that in like month 6 that this motherfucker was lazy. You ain't hop off. That's what I don't
I
understand with
mean,
these females.
I doubt he doesn't clean up the house.
Oh,
when he
me too.
comes
That's what I'm
home.
saying. It don't line up because
Yeah,
it's like, man, y'all
but
staying with these dudes for like decades.
okay, let's give her that. Hypothetically speaking, right? Your husband doesn't do nothing. Have you had a job in the last 36 years? I'm gonna assume no. You know what I mean? Like, so it shouldn't be a big deal for you to clean up around the crib. You know, you're home all day. It's not hard to clean up a crib, bro, and cook. It's like a couple hours of your day, and then after you do that, well, you watch the TV all day, man.
Oh, fat man. That's why I be like tripping out. I'm like, what is so hard about all this shit that everybody's flipping out, like doing chores, man? This is shit that we did as teenagers. It's like, man, if you're washing dishes, you're literally pushing a button on a machine. Washing clothes, you're pushing a button. Like, then you
Yeah,
fold it. It takes like 10 minutes. So when people are flipping out about all these like household chores, I'm like, man, what are y'all retarded? Because like I could literally clean my house in like 3 hours. So it's just like, man, are y'all just inefficient and lazy? Because, man, I can knock everything out by my damn self. But yeah, it just trips me out when they be painting that picture. I'm like, so you sat around with this motherfucker for 34 years that don't do, like, just leave dirt around and shit? It don't make no sense. But yeah, let me put this back on. I'm with you, Rush. I doubt that this is going on. But I think, like, when somebody don't like you, like you said, they'll get with these dudes because of what they able to provide and shit.
right.
And then when they stop liking them because they was never really attracted to the person, it's like, let me start nitpicking shit so I can I could do my exit plan and, you know, make him the bad guy while I take this victim stance. So really that's what it is.
Hold on 1 second. What do you mean? So are you still married right now?
Currently, I am.
But it doesn't sound like so. But what you don't want to be there, or like what is like? Are you one leg in and one leg out?
At this point, I'm still respectable to the gentleman, right?
The gentleman.
The
But
gentleman's crazy.
but I will say this, that I ain't no fool. And I don't think I know he's not stepping out on me either, okay? I know that for a fact.
Really?
But the thing of it is this, in the space that I'm in right now, baby, it is what it is.
So you just
Life
refuse
is being,
so let me get this right. So
uh-huh,
you refuse to sleep with him. That's done, right?
yeah.
But why are you still under that roof though? Like that's where I'm like drawing a blank. So you're not going to
But
give me
that's
no
the
coochie.
thing. You have to, after 36 years, I gave up a career and everything to raise our kids. So it's a matter of I have to rebuild myself now.
And so
Okay.
is he supposed to wait for you to rebuild yourself though?
I don't care what he wears.
You said,
I said, what a noble woman. To raise our kids for 36 years. You
and let
know,
me,
oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
oh, go ahead, M3. You was talking.
No, man, my memory's getting old. I actually forgot what she referred her husband as, right?
The
Because
gentleman.
the gen-
Gentlemen.
I find that to be highly disrespectful that you're still under the roof of our home. Again, I'm just speaking as third party as if I was the husband now. If I was her husband and right now you have no job at all, okay, with your noble self, right? And you're on the internet talking about me and referring me as a husband as a gentleman, and I'm still providing. I mean, look, maybe at the moment I'm not stepping out as of yet, but after like listening to that, I will be stepping out. If I were the husband, if that husband were to like hear this live stream at that moment. So I don't know what's going on with their marriage though, but this is kind of like the disrespect that people are going through. And this is why like these marriages like don't really have like a solid foundation after some time. That's all.
Yo, this is sad, bro. Like hearing her speak about her husband while she's living in his roof is sad, bro. Like this is how you repay your husband for looking out for you, man. You know,
Yeah, if I was that cat, I'm
that's crazy.
man, I wouldn't cheat on her because I'll just have to serve her some paperwork so I can just get her out of my life, and I'll be on a plane to like Nigeria or some shit Like I'll get the hell out the United. I'll be like, peace. I'm out of here. Like she getting the walking papers though. Cause yeah, 34 years, man. You sitting around them and you just test them like this.
Man, can you imagine being married to somebody that don't even like you for 36 years, man?
Yeah, nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Yo, that's crazy.
But I like how Truth was giving her some pushback because yeah, she tried to slip that stuff over. But let me ask y'all, man. This is the question I was thinking. Do you think maybe? Because a lot of times, man, when females be talking, they're on defense mode. So they're gonna be like, it's always like if you ask them, "Hey, man, have you had some proposals?" Oh, I cut them all off. They never say like they've been rejected or somebody ended something on them. They always want to take the like position of strength. Do you think maybe he just don't want to sleep with her and he probably don't want, he's like, I don't want to get a divorce because I don't want to lose my shit, but I can't even stand being around her. So she's the one that actually got kind of rejected, but she's like, fuck it, let me put it in.
I mean, obviously, aesthetically, she probably want to be able to get her husband erected, so he's probably stepping out on her. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I was thinking that. I'm like, she's a little too bitter, but she's hanging on, which don't make no sense. Because, she's going to get a cash out regardless, being married 34 years. So it's just weird for her to keep, staying with him, and she's talking like this. So it's almost like he's probably like, man, I'm living my life and stuff. I ain't worried about her, man. I ain't even trying to smash.
Yeah, I could definitely imagine this is an reaction to her being rejected. As a woman, no matter how young and how old you are, like all women can't really handle rejection that well. And especially like when it comes to like intimacy, they really take it at heart because they feel like, well, they have the stigma of like thinking that all men really value like vagina so much. So when it's offered and we just decide to turn them down because maybe we're just tired or, we've done it so many times and nothing new. And again, like Russ mentioned, her aesthetics. This is a very large woman, so by default, she's not going to get this guy's like erection up. So I could probably imagine he's probably doing the old school way, where I'm not going to say he's exercising options, but he's literally going out there cheating, and he's probably cheating on her with younger and hotter women who he's able to at least give a little bread to once in a while.
You say he's tricking.
Yeah, pretty much. But in short terms, yes, he's out there tricking because she ain't got it. And I'm talking about his wife ain't got it. So that's why he out there tricking.
Okay. Let me play some more.
It's on. That's up to him.
So what I'm asking is, why are you under that roof though, knowing that you don't want to deal with this man anymore?
Because the unfortunate part about it, my mother isn't here, so I don't have really anywhere to go at this particular point.
But friend, this is what I'm trying to say, and this is where I talk about a sense of entitlement, right? And I'm just
That's not entitlement.
Can I be real with you for a second?
Go ahead.
So you were married for 36 years, but you've been out of love with him for quite some time. You have not been wanting to deal with him for a long. So I counsel thousands of women. So like on the side of me doing like this right here, this is for fun. How I pay my bills and buy my homes and things, like I counsel thousands of women. So one thing that you'll learn when you hear women speak about relationships, whenever they lead with the how long they've been with somebody, that's why they're typically staying. If they say, I've been with that man 25 years, because of the time invested, that's why they're there. Or they'll mention the children. These are the two reasons why people stay in dead-end, trifling relationships. The third reason, right, is a situation like yours to a certain extent, right? Where you give a man your best years. You give him, you trade in your dreams, your ambitions, and no disrespect, because you're a beautiful lady, but you let your body go, you let your parts of your, not you, I'm just speaking in general, sweetheart.
Okay.
You let parts of your sanity go, and then you just get to a point where you're just going with the motions. Happiness was gone a long time ago. So I get why you're at a point where you're like, I'm not sleeping with you. I'm not giving you no coochie. And I'm going to sit in this house because I don't like you. Because a part of you feels like he owes it to you to let you figure it out. You don't feel that way?
No, I don't feel at this particular point. I'm being real honest with you. The only thing he does owe me is the time for me to take and get myself up on my feet. He does owe me that. He does owe me that.
But he don't.
She said the time she's 60. Like, what you gonna go get a doctorate and jump out in the workforce at like 70? It's a wrap. Like, what the fuck? What feet are you gonna get up on at that age?
Look how delusional she is, man. Like, yo, and everybody know the job market, right? If you're over the age of 50, a lot of these employers is not going to want to hire you because they know that you're gonna want to get paid. So it's better off to hire somebody that's younger and they don't have to spend as much money on benefits on them. It's very cost efficient to hire somebody that, that's educated, that I got a little bit of education than hiring somebody that's seasoned in the game, because they're gonna expect to get paid a certain compensation. And it's just like, that's the same thing with her SMV. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, not even just your SMV, just like your age in general, like, you're cooked. Nobody's gonna hire a 60-year-old woman. I mean,
man, because most people are like, the retirement windows from like 62 to like, I'll say like 67. Because, that's even when they're trying to bump up like Social Security now. So it's like, man,
right.
what are you going to like bounce back from? Like at that time, like you said, Russ, like most people ain't want to do it. Because like you said, even the medical, like say they put you on a medical plan, man, their costs are going to skyrocket. That's why they don't do it. So, yeah, it sounds like she like didn't like the guy at year like 15 of the 34-year marriage. It's like, you should have been prepping when you started having them feelings like you wanted to tap out. You should have started getting yourself on a good path then, if instead of waiting until like 60 something. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Something ain't right with what she's doing. There's definitely some laziness there, because yeah, that's crazy.
He gave you 36 years.
How come he don't? Now, when I'm taking care of everything in this house for him, that's a lie.
Melly, go ahead, Melly. Maybe you heard something matter of fact, one second, man. Crystal, you had something you wanted to say? Hold on, Crystal.
I was just about to say, when she was saying that she was staying there, that's what I was talking about. It's beneficial and settling. Like, girl, let that man go.
She can't afford to.
Baby, it's cheaper to be by yourself.
Oh no,
I promise you. I left my husband.
It's coming. Please don't think this isn't something that.
No, hear me out, right? And I don't want to be all extra sentimental and stuff like that. But hear me out. I left him. Battling cancer, radiation, everything. I left him. And I left the kids. Because it's time for me to pour into myself. Pour into yourself. You ain't giving them no coochie anyway. You just a placeholder. That's all I wanted to say. Just let him be.
Yeah, what's up?
I'll just make it quick. Before Crystal started mentioning about her kids, she kind of gave me the Tia Mowry vibes. Like,
She graduated.
I need to love myself like more, and this is because when she mentioned about the whole like, I don't know, like coochie stuff or whatever, I was like, oh shoot, okay, this is a person who feels like she didn't love herself enough, and so now she's going AWOL or whatever, and now it all makes sense. Like, as she admits that she's pretty much like the Bad Mother of the Year award, for leaving her husband and her kids too, while going through like, her health conditions. Now, for sure, probably prior to her leaving them all, well, the family basically, I'm for sure the family was there to take care of her when she was first going through all that weight. But again, I digress.
Nah, man, I think reckless, self-centered people, man, they end up hooking up with each other. Cause I mean, he sounded like he was the one girl, Crystal's man. He probably was bad, but what people don't want to admit, man, they flawed themselves. Cause it's like, why the fuck would you be there that long with somebody? You know what I'm saying? And tolerate bad behavior. Cause that's what I was saying. When they like mentioning these guys being lazy, and the one lady, she was like, well, he's not really doing nothing. It's like, man, you stayed with that motherfucker for 34 years? Like, you should have been out the door at like month 6 when you spotted these behaviors and shit. So like with Crystal, it's like you're with a guy that like, first of all, put 8 babies on you. Like, unless you could really take care of that many kids and you know, you guys had the infrastructure, man, you had the finances to do it. Like, that's an irresponsible guy. That would be I would say a bad leader. Cause ain't no way in hell, like I'm gonna put that many babies on somebody and we're probably struggling and shit. So that's what I'm saying. For her to even go through with that, like after kid 3, man, and you're struggling, you should be like, oh hell nah, we have max capacity. Like we need to have this conversation. I understand you want more kids, but you know, we got to be able to take care of what we have. So that's what I'm saying. He definitely was a reckless guy, but she went with the flow with shit.
Yeah,
Which
but
means like something's wrong with her too.
Abandoned the kids and the husband.
Mhm.
Oh
But
yeah,
she
no,
was-
she's definitely something's off. But I mean, shit, 8 kids, she was burnt the fuck out. She was like, she's like, I need a breather, goddamn it.
8 kids. But you know,
Yeah,
that
that's
just shows you that she has no sexual discipline, man. 8 kids.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Both of them, man. Just can you imagine going? You went, like I said, unless you're like a multi-millionaire, man, you got like nannies and shit. Those should be the only motherfuckers that's like, hey, we gonna have this much kids. And I still think that's crazy. But you talk about if you like on some average type salary and you talk about some 8 kids, like, you know, cause like think about it. When you have that many kids, man, your life is just solely like centered around like kid activities, and you're not really getting a chance to like, you know, be an adult and actually date the person that you're with. So I think they lose that adult time, and that's why I think a lot of people get burnt out when they have like too many fucking kids. You know, it's like
you know what
Disneyland.
it is,
You like painting and shit all the damn time.
These women, man, it's just like, they hate who they are. You know, you are designed to be a helpmate, man. You know, you're not supposed to abandon your kids. You're supposed to be there for your kids. You know what I mean? That's your responsibility. For you to just bail out on your own family for the sake of, getting, piped down by another dude is crazy to me. You know what I mean?
No, I agree with you, Rush, but I think when they have, I think when people, man, they don't actually calculate, like I said, the bandwidth that they're able to have, like they don't assess it properly. They're like, they just keep spitting shit out instead of actually like, damn, man, I'm kind of burnt out already. Let me stop. You know, our finances is strained. So, but they just keep on, because they're impulsive. They got that impulsive behavior.
Right.
They just keep on going down that path, and then they want to tap out after they have all these kids, because that is a lot of work. But like I said, since they have that impulsive behavior, man, they just keep doing it instead of like pausing and being responsible. But yeah, you don't get to like separate yourself and take some downtime. Talk about I needed to pour into myself. Like, no, the fuck you don't. Like when you're a parent,
after you had the 8 kids, man, you bugging.
Yeah. You know what was not really spoken on like a lot. Because I know people like women that will just pop babies after babies, right? You know, like it's nothing. Most of them, usually when you having so many kids, you're trying to qualify for some type of special program. And usually, you surprisingly, you have people that have that mentality where they think that the kids could be like, their meal ticket out of poverty. Poverty. So they put themselves where they're qualified for wealth as a family unit. Because when you have like so many children, right, that you can't really take care of, you're really hoping that the system or daddy government will step in and cut you a couple of checks. You know what I mean? Especially like if you're not really actively working or doing something more like advanced, like for your life. So people could use children as leverage, right, to qualify for certain benefits that they hope that they look for. But when those benefits are limited or not like what they think it is, that's when they really get the burnout.
Yeah, no, it's a bad thing because, yeah, like you said, to even qualify for shit, you got to be at a low number. And then when you add on 8 to that, yeah, that's crazy. If that's people's goal, it's almost like you condemning yourself to a life of poverty, man, just to try to get like a small check. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't make no type of sense. Because even think, man, like, you know, holidays like Halloween and shit. You imagine buying like 8 fucking costumes? Like Christmases, what your bills gonna be looking like? So you got to cut corners and to even get that many kids like a basic gift. So that's what I'm saying. You're just shortchanging like your family when you do those excessive numbers like that. That's crazy.
And one last thing too, if you happen to have, let's just say you have, I'm just going to go down a number. Let's say like out of 8 of those kids, 1 or 2 of them have like, special needs. So let's say you have a child, I'm going to say 1, right? To make it simple. If you have 1 child that has high autism, in the state of California, you do qualify automatically for governmental assistance. And if you get into the right programs, per child, right, depending on their level, high level of autism, or just like, their disability, I would just say, you could make like pretty much over $120,000 per child, because they expect to you. Yeah. Again, I'm
I
not
don't know about that damn much.
Oh, I know someone. Like I said, I know people who have, these kids with special needs. But when you get into the right programs, it's doable.
No wonder everybody leaving y'all state. they like damn. They like, boy, that no wonder that tax be creeping up all the damn time to pay for that type of stuff. Shit.
Mhm.
But all right, let me play some more of this.
Okay. Melly Mel.
What's happening, King?
I mean, what did you hear today? What did you hear this evening?
I hear a bunch of foolishness, to be honest with you, man. I'm trying to I'm trying to be cool. I was going to fall back in the comment. This some bullshit. This some bullshit. Like, and I don't mean to try to come up with truth. You know what it is with me, man. Like, this is some bullshit.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop it right. I think that's the end of the segment, pretty much. But yeah, that was crazy that she stuck around because she could afford nothing. Damn near talking like that, resenting that guy that much.
Mhm.
Yeah, you would think somebody would move on from that. But
And-
all right,
and-
man. What's that?
Oh no, I was just replying back to you. I was like, yeah, and the dangerous thing, right? When girls get advice like from the sisterhood, and they just give these blanket like advice that doesn't really make sense, girl, just leave them. Go ahead and leave them. Be broke, be homeless. Just go ahead and leave them, and your whole problems will go away. So you never know what you have good until like you really wreck it.
Yeah. People gotta start playing this shit more and man, get in a relationship for the right reasons and assess shit properly. It's like somebody lazy, man, leave their ass early, man. Don't stick around and make yourself more bitter and shit, trying to hold on to some shit that don't need to be held on to. But all right, man, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna jump into this next segment. So we're gonna actually get at the guys on this one, Travel One. This one's for you. So this man, he destroyed his home after he found out that his wife was wanted to divorce him and stuff. So I guess he took that to heart. He was like, nah, fuck that. I ain't giving shit up. So he took one of those excavators and destroyed the whole house and stuff. But this is crazy. I understand people don't want to lose no shit, but I ain't gonna sit there and like damage the assets. I'll be like, look, we just gotta split this shit and we gotta move on. Would you ever could you ever see yourself doing some shit like that, M3?
Hell no, look, my house is like my property, and it could be my grand's asset the way how I choose to be. So, look, I'm trying to get money, by the end of the day. So I ain't gonna wreck nothing up.
Yeah, some of these guys be taking this shit too personal, man. I'm like, look, I understand people hate losing, but it's like, man, just take your L, move on, and maneuver better. Travel one said, what? Nah, Travel one, we getting at the guys now, so. Hey, Rush, could you ever imagine yourself, like bulldozing your house just so you don't have to like pay nothing, destroying your assets? Oh, he must still be out. But let me go ahead. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and play it though.
First, though, police in Butler County say a man snapped after his wife told him their marriage was over. They say he then climbed into an excavator and started tearing apart the family's home with his wife and 2 daughters inside.
That was a nice ass. Hold on, let me back it up. That's a nice ass house too. That mug kind of big, so yeah. I guess he was like, look, if I can't keep on to this shit, ain't nobody getting it. But yeah, that's a good size home, man. That's what I'm saying. That's sitting on some acres.
With his wife and 2 daughters inside. Thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Ken Rice.
And I'm Christine Sorensen. Shelley Bortz is in Buffalo Township tonight with the disturbing details.
Police say this all unfolded yesterday morning here on Martin Road in Buffalo Township. Investigators say what started as an argument quickly turned dangerous when the husband allegedly used heavy construction equipment to partially demolish the home with his own family still inside.
Women, if your man has like all these like tools, bulldozers and shit at the house, don't break up with that motherfucker face to face. You gotta do that shit over the telephone. Like when you in a place of safety, you better text that motherfucker this shit. Damn, that's crazy.
Yes.
I think he's crazy, and that's why I don't drink.
Drone video shows the massive damage left behind after police say an argument between a husband and wife spiraled out of control Tuesday morning. Investigators say 48-year-old Eric Pirza used a Kubota excavator to rip apart the rear of the family's home.
I'd like to know what she said to him, because I'll make sure I was safe.
According to the criminal complaint, Pierce's wife told police her husband arrived at the family's home after drinking all night and began arguing with her. When she told him the marriage was over, investigators say he responded with a chilling threat. If it's over, I'll tear the house down.
42 years I've been married. We yell at each other all the time, but I've never threatened to tear the house down.
Police say moments later, Pirza climbed into the excavator and began tearing into the house, while his wife and 2 daughters were still inside.
Yeah, that motherfucker crazy. I thought the house was empty or something. He did it when they was in the house. Yeah, my man lost it. They better lock his ass up.
Yeah, it's a wrap for him, man.
And my thing is like, why would you tear up, man? Because like I said, you're gonna end up like, you're gonna have to pay out some shit. So it's like, why would you destroy the house, man? Like, he must have some bread. Cause yeah, that's crazy. I'd be like, look, we just gonna, we'll fix it up. You probably got to paint the house and shit and sell it. But yeah, for him to destroy it, I'm like, man, you're gonna have to like refix the house to, make it sellable again. So that was dumb.
Exactly. I was saying exactly. And by the end of the day, man, like, yeah, I mean, those are arguments. Like, unless she finally like hit you with those divorce papers, I mean, it ain't really nothing to really trip over. But he took it too far, man.
Yeah, my thing is like, man, I understand it's gonna be a sad period. So I'm not saying, because I think sometimes, man, we be talking some shit like, oh, you should just be heartless, or you should have worried, or you should have expressed any feelings. It's like, man, you're gonna be sad, but to go to that extent where you almost damn near harm your family, or you're fucking up your property where y'all could be getting some money, splitting it, making sure everybody's whole and stuff. That's emotional as fuck. Yeah, that's a little too emotional.
Complaint says dispatchers could hear yelling and the sound of the excavator during the 911 call. Investigators say after the destruction stopped, Pirza went back inside, grabbed a gym bag, and took off toward Fawn Township before eventually being taken into custody.
You don't think it's going to happen around here.
Neighbors we spoke with off camera say they're still struggling to understand what happened. One man who says he knows Pirza personally and has hunted with him before described him as a big outdoorsman and said he was shocked by the allegations. Piers is now facing charges including causing a catastrophe, reckless endangerment, and disorderly conduct. Court records also show his wife planned to seek a protection of abuse order following this incident.
Piers is due in court for his preliminary hearing June 9th. Reporting in Buffalo Township, Butler County, Shelley Bortz, KDKA TV News.
Yeah, this is one of them dudes I can't feel sorry for. I'm like, hit him with all that stuff. She should get like 100% of assets. He flipped out like that. Shit. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, my thoughts. Go ahead. My bad, SJ.
No, you good. Go ahead, Russ.
Yeah, my thoughts on him destroying the crib. Okay, so after the divorce settlement, he lost the house completely?
No, she just they were arguing and she told him like, I guess the marriage is over, and my man flipped out and was like, if the marriage is done, then this house is done too.
Nah,
and he started taking that bulldozer to the house with the kids was in there too.
Nah, he bugging.
Is he a psycho simp?
He did that because he lost the crib to her, and he has no financial gain with that house. I can understand that, but like you tripping because she just want to divorce your ass? Nah. Like, nah.
Would you consider him a psycho simp?
Oh yeah, he's definitely a psycho simp. Doing all that. Like, yo, she didn't even, she's using the Vaseline, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes ain't even like you like that, They take it to chin and move on, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's emotional, bro. That's a bit much.
Yeah, because my thing is like, man, when you go through them like proceedings, they're just gonna be like, hey, if y'all don't agree to shit, you're gonna have to sell everything. So it's like, why fuck up your own paper, man, just because you emotional? Because it's like, man, he gonna have to repair all that shit now. Custody, any of that shit, because he did all this crazy acts. He ain't got a chance in hell. Like, she about to get that court order, rightfully so. So yeah, he fucked himself up.
Not shit to be a parent. Yeah, he bugged.
Yeah, she better move states. Travel was he's a hunter, so firearms are on that property somewhere. It's pure horror for that wife and kids. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, shit. If I was her, I don't know where Butler County is, but I'll be in Butler County and like across the country. Yeah, I'm moving. I'm up out of there because if he did all that shit, my man ain't in the right state of mind. So yeah, he's hitting that danger snapping territory. But all right, y'all, man, we done for today. We just wanted to cover some quick topics and stuff. So keep tuning in on Mondays. But all right, y'all, we out of here. Peace. Thanks, Rush and M3 for pulling up.
No problem, man.
Later.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Later.
Peace.